Hi, hola Mario. Let me make this video a little bit so we can explain why we didn't make the decision. I think this can help in the future. I mean, I don't think the deal is going to work with us, but I think we might help. Let me just share a little bit my screen very fast because I owe you this because of the delay. I wanted to apologize. So this is kind of, we have a deal analyzer for a bunch of properties. And this is kind of the numbers that we were playing around. And we have obviously scenarios that you can play around and versus market price. Where do we think we can sell it? Rent price, variation in terms of pricing and rebuild, cost of rebuild. In this case, we were looking, and this is important, 290,000 is the selling price, the initial selling price. Plus, we had to estimate that 50,000 to pay the tenant to ask him, in exchange for them, looking for another apartment. In that case, most of the numbers, the big killer of this, okay, when you look at this, is 340,000 purchase price plus the cost of buying, meaning the tax, the ITP that's called. Then the cost of rebuilding, 250,000. Actually, our construction guy said 350. If we really want to get it, because there's a lot of the electrical system, everything needs to be redone. And he was saying this is going to be, I'm gonna get rich thanks to you guys, but I don't think this is a good deal for you guys. And then here we're counting the cost of selling. It's true that maybe you don't sell, but just to see the transaction immediately, okay? If not, how many years that will happen. And obviously here, because we want to see the deal, given that it's a complex deal that you need to pay another person, you need to do a buyer's. So there has to be kind of an immediate, at least zero, or making money out of selling it. Okay. And looking at the variables, just to see that the big problem is the 250,000, which should be 350,000. Okay. If we actually put 250,000, it's 169,000 negative, 11% negative yield. And let's say the only way I see, I mean, obviously you could say rebuild low, but it's not realistic. Okay. There's no way that the rebuild is going to cost 85,000. This is absolutely ridiculous because it's an old building. Average, square foot. No, it's really, we're talking about it. This should be a high. Okay. Let me see if I can put variance high. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Variance. Okay. And that's a little bit the number. The only way that this number could work is, I think, 150,000 instead of 290,000. Okay, sorry, that's my daughter. Then the numbers start to make sense. Okay, because then you have some extra margin and out of the making this transaction work. Just for you to know, to understand that this is the reason we made this decision, that it didn't make sense for us to invest, and it's a little bit that the picture. Okay, we hope this is helpful, and because we took our time to answer, and we apologize because Mario did an amazing job, but we just didn't have the time to kind of explain this and saying like, look, and I don't think that's the price that you're going to sell. I'm sure you can find someone else, but for us, only 150,000 plus the 50,000 of this would make sense. And I understand that I didn't even ask for that because it's such a decrease from 290,000 to 150,000. Didn't seem to make sense. Thanks. I hope this was helpful and this gave you a little bit of information, understanding of what we're trying to do. Thank you. Bye, guys.